As you know, some of you do or some of you don't. I am releasing the money processes or the money processes. These are specific processes that were delivered to me in the Brotherhood. There are 33 of them. I was delivered 33. Each one, like a Richter scale, is more powerful than the collective power of the previous processes. And they have to be done in order. Unless you're going through the Brotherhood training, then you get what you need at a particular time, but that's very specific. So the way these are delivered is you get process 1, then you get process 2, and process 2 is more powerful than process 1. Then you get process 3. Process 3 is more powerful than 1 and 2 combined by a factor of 2. Then you get process 4, and then process 4 is more powerful than 1, 2, and 3 combined by a factor of 3. It's like a Richter scale. You don't need all 33 processes to be given to you before you start seeing results. What results are we talking about? There are 33 areas or frequencies of blockages that stop people from making money. You can use every technique in Think and Grow Rich, and you know this. And it was written by Jerry and Esther Hicks, who wrote the book, Ask and It Is Given. Jerry Hicks would give out these Think and Grow Rich books to people in his organization. He was in multi-level marketing and in businesses who were, wanted to be successful, maybe outside of network marketing. He was just a big fan of the book. And he said, this stuff is magical. Well, 20 years later, he said, 99% of the people I gave the book to who actually read it and actually said they applied it didn't get results. And maybe it was 95% or something, but it was some astronomical high number. He says that there were some people that said, this is the book that changed everything, but most people, it didn't work. And he scratched his head and he couldn't figure it out. And I remember talking to Jerry. I said, Jerry, because these people have the blocks, can't you see it? They're right there. I mean, just take a person and just look. Can you see all the blocks right there? And he was good at seeing energy or sensing. He sensed more. He said, I never thought about that. I said, well, you have to get rid of this first. Otherwise, no matter what they do. And if you get rid of it, it doesn't matter what they do because they're going to become successful. It's like the floodgates open and money just starts pouring in. And I said, well, he goes, why does it work for me? I didn't do the money processes. I said, you did them automatically. And I said, if you think about it, and I went through a couple of them, this was something that you had to work on. You knew this was blocking you. And so you blew that charge yourself. And he says, yeah. He was like getting so fired up. And I go, think about the people that that are successful. Don't they, when you're talking to them on the road to success, that they hit these walls, but they are aware of the wall. They are conscious of the wall. They know what the block is. They can see it. They can feel it. And then they have to say, I'm going to get rid of it. And through intention and through their own mind, they eliminate or transmute that block. So they're effectively running the process on themselves. They don't get them all, they get a few, and that's all they need. If you get 2 or 3 of these, boom, most people, you're good to go. Everything starts changing in your life. This is why many people feel like they have a black cloud over their head. They feel like they're unlucky. Nothing goes, think about this. Does this resonate with you? Kevin, everything I try fails. Every time I try to do something, all of a sudden, it's just one obstacle after the next, after the next, after the next. I can never get any momentum. When I decide I'm going to make some money or start a business or do something, it's just like that's when the shit hits the fan, nothing works, everything I try fails. Everything I do that the other guys did and it worked, for me, I missed the boat. I was behind the time. They did it when it was working. And then 6 months later, everything shifted. It didn't work for me. It failed. The company went out of business. It's like all these serendipitous things happen. It's almost like there's a curse over me. It's like somebody is saying, try to make some money. Good luck. We're going to make sure you never do. And then I actually started making money. And then all of a sudden I got this, I got a car crash and I forgot that my insurance lapsed by 2 days. And then I had to pay all this money. It's like these goofy things happen that it's like, it just stops you from making money. Or I get this overwhelming fear, or the bookkeeper quit, or I found out that somebody was screwing me on this deal, or I was going to build a website, then I found the guy who was going to build the web dropped dead of a heart attack, and he had all the codes, and now we have to start from scratch, and I don't have the 10,000 to get a new guy to do it, and it's like one disaster after the other. You know what I mean? So you feel like you have a black cloud over your head, or you maybe you're not even motivated. It's like, I want to make money, but then all of a sudden I just lose my motivation. You don't have that drive. It's like, I just can't even get started, or I can start something, but then it's almost like there's some invisible something wrapped around me, pulling me back and stopping me from moving forward. Maybe you feel like you're swimming upstream, or you're walking up a hill and you're carrying 200 pounds and somebody's up in front of you throwing rocks at you. Maybe that's what you feel like when you're trying to make money. It's like, this is just too hard. There's too many sacrifices. It just is not worth it. It's just too hard. It doesn't have to be that way. These are energetic blocks that are stopping you from making money. So I am delivering the money processes. It's a 3-day seminar. It's $25,000 for all 3 days. So it's expensive. There's no question about it. But why is it expensive? Because these processes are so powerful that if I release this power in the wrong people, disaster will strike. And let me tell you, this is no joke. People who hit the lottery, that's karma. It's not because they have money processes released. It's a karma thing. And if you look at the statistics, I believe it's 90-something% of people who hit the lottery, which means they make millions and millions of dollars a year, and they're all broke to start off with. Within a few years, not only are they bankrupt, but their physical health deteriorates, relationships with their spouse and family and friends deteriorate. They become drug addicts, they become alcoholics, they're miserable and they're depressed. Every aspect of their life spirals downward because of all this money. If I release a money process to somebody who doesn't qualify, who's not at least at a base level, you potentially could make a lot of money, but it could be disastrous in your life, and I will not do that. So I'm setting the standard, just like it was set for me. 25,000 for 3 days. But if you can't afford 25,000, you can come to day. Remember, you don't need all the process. I'm delivering 30 of the 33, 30. Approximately 10 each day. Based on the group, it may be a little bit different, but 30 in 3 days. But if you can't go to all 3 days, it's $10,000 just for day one. And remember, I was only delivered 2 processes and the avalanche started. And it took years before I went through all 30, because it was like, what do I need to run anything? I didn't even know there was more. It's like, I wasn't even thinking about that. Everything was just working so well. It was like these other things almost go to different levels on the dimensional scale. If you want more information, send an email to training, TRAINING, training at KevinTrudeau.com, training at KevinTrudeau.com. And just say, I want more information on the money processes seminar. 10,000 for day one, 25,000 for the 3 days. We'll send you out about a page with all the information breakdown. And if you want to get a ticket, you may. It's first come, first serve. When the room is sold out, it's sold out. Now, some of you will say, I don't know if I can get there. If you can't get there, I am professionally recording the event on video. So if you want to buy a ticket and for some reason you can't get there, after the event is done, after we edit the videos, I'm going to have a team of people, volunteers, that'll travel around the world, including myself, probably. And we'll go to hotels or some facility so that there may be a place within a 100-mile radius or 200 or 300-mile radius of where you live, where you can come with some other people and go through the training via video. So we'll deliver it that way. 10,000 for day one, 25,000 for all 3 days. Really consider it, because this is powerful, powerful training. And you know, if you want to make money, that there's something, you can't put your finger on it, blocking you. There's 33 different areas of blocks. The most common are what we cover in day one. That's why day one is the most significant. But all 3 days will open up the floodgates. Now, everyone's different, but I'll tell you, I've seen this happen. And I mentioned I helped over 100 people become multimillionaires. Every one of them, I ran at least 2 processes on. Most of them didn't even know it. Sometimes I would just be sitting down having a scotch with a guy, and I would run the process because we were in business together. So it was to my advantage to help them. But I trained them first to get them at a certain foundational level because I didn't want to release power if they weren't capable of handling it. And this is why there's a price for this. And for those of you thinking, boy, if you just, give it to me for free, I'll give you, the first $100,000 I make. Listen, I can appreciate that because that's the same way I felt when I talked to my uncle. But that whole mentality of give me something first, then I'll give back to you is loser mentality. You have to give first. You have to put in first. You have to make the investment first. You have to put the wood first into the stove before the stove gives you heat. You have to put forth effort first before you get back. You have to plant the seed first and water it and fertilize it before it'll produce and give you a yield. And this is a universal law. Unless you give first, you can never get.